Yes, rectangular coordinate system or Cartesian system. The combination of x-axis and y-axis is known as the rectangular coordinate system. The rectangular coordinate system divides a plane in the four parts that are known as the quadrants. That is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Okay. Now, the x-axis, which is also known as, this is the positive x-axis, this is negative x, this is positive y, and this is negative y. Okay. So this x-axis is also known as horizontal axis. And this y-axis is known as vertical axis. Okay. Now, this complete y-axis is known as the vertical axis and complete x-axis is known as the horizontal axis. Okay. Now, for a kind of information, as you all know that on the y-axis, the value of x is 0, and on the x-axis, the value of y is 0. Okay. As per your knowledge in previous class, on x-axis, y equals to 0, and on y-axis, the value of x is 0. Okay. Now, where this x-axis and y-axis meets, they meets at this point, and this point is known as origin. And the origin is represented by capital O, and its coordinates are 0, 0. Okay. The coordinates of the origin are 0, 0. Okay. Now, each quadrant, what is the definition of quadrant? So, a quadrant is defined as the 1/4 part of the rectangular coordinate system. Rectangular coordinate system का 1/4 part होता है quadrant. So there are four quadrants. Okay. So in first quadrant, the value of x and y both are positive. Okay. And before that, you must have to know about the location or how to locate a point. So to locate a point, you must have to know about the x and y axis, x and y coordinates, sorry, x and y coordinates, and the value of x is written first and then the value of y. This is the standard form in which you can spot a point, you can find or you can place a point. Okay. Now, in first quadrant is, you know that the value of x is positive and the value of y is also positive. Now, in the second quadrant, the x is negative and y is positive. In third quadrant, both are negative. And in fourth quadrant, the value of x is positive and the value of y is negative. Okay. So by this, you can identify any point that this point lies on the x-axis, y-axis, or in each quadrant. Okay. Look here. Any point can lie on, है ना? तो जनरली बच्चे क्या समझते हैं कि पॉइंट जो भी है वो लाई करता है तो चार जगह लाई कर सकता है ना, फोर क्वाड्रेंट से, तो फोर प्लस पे लाई कर सकता है. फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट, सेकेंड क्वाड्रेंट, third quadrant, and fourth one is fourth quadrant. Now fifth one is on positive x-axis. Sixth one is on negative x-axis. Seventh one is on positive y-axis. Eighth one is on negative y-axis, and the ninth one is on origin. ठीक है. A point can lie origin पे, point कोई भी lie करेगा. अब देखो कैसे आपको समझ में आएगा, है ना? How will you get to know that what is the standard form? So if any point is lying in the first quadrant, then its standard form is x comma y. In second quadrant, then it is minus x comma y. In third quadrant, it is minus x comma minus y. In fourth quadrant, the distant form is x comma minus y. Okay. Now, if the point lies on the positive x axis, so the value of x is positive and the value of y is 0. If a point lies on the negative x axis, then the value of x is negative and the value of y is 0. If a point lies on the positive y axis, the value of x is 0 and the value of y is plus y. If a point lies on the negative x axis, then the value point lies at origin, then it is always represent the form 0 comma 0. So these are the standard form through which you can identify that the given point lies on which quadrant or axis or origin. Okay, is it clear to you all? So class 10, chapter 7, coordinate geometry. Okay, so coordinate geometry, as you all aware about, so chapter number second, that chapter number second is a quadratic polynomials, and in which we have mainly studied the quadratic polynomial, and the graph of quadratic polynomial is a parabola. Okay, in the third chapter, the pair of linear equation in two variables. Okay, so in third chapter, each linear equation provides you a line. Okay, so these are the graphs. Okay, these are the graphs of chapter second, chapter third. In chapter 2, you get a parabola, and chapter 3 you'll get a straight line. Okay, so by this chapter 7, this chapter 2 and 3 includes in algebra. Okay, so this coordinate geometry, the geometric portion, also helps us to understand this algebraic forms of the equations. Okay, so the geometry is widely used in physics, engineering, navigation, etc. Okay, now what is the meaning of this chapter name? That is coordinate geometry. Okay, so all of you aware about the term geometry. Okay, and coordinate. Coordinate is location. Okay, coordinate is location. Okay, तो अगर आपको लोकेशन क्लियर है, like in SS, you can easily identify the latitude and longitude. ठीक है, you can, if you have to find the location of any particular thing on the map, then you have to aware about the latitude and longitude. Similarly, if you have to find the location of any point, so you have to aware about the value of x and the value of y. Okay, so in this chapter 7 coordinate geometry, we will study two types of coordinates. One is x and the second one is y. Okay, and the shapes related to this. Okay, the shapes related to this, like uh, how many shapes you can draw using these coordinates. Okay, there are several shapes, but mainly we will study about triangle, circle, square, rhombus, rectangle, parallelogram. These shapes we will study here. Okay, now the x-axis, which is also known as abscissa, and the y-axis, sorry, x-axis, not x-axis, x coordinate. Okay, as I already explained you about that, you can represent a point in that form p x comma y. This is the standard form to represent a coordinate, represent a point. So here the value of x, okay, x coordinate, yeah, x coordinate is known as abscissa, and y coordinate is known as ordinate. Okay, now Coming to the next point, you are going to study here some formulas, and out of them the first formula, that is distance formula, okay, on which your complete exercise 7.1 depends. Okay, so if point A and point P, okay, x1 comma y1, and point B is x2 comma y2. So the distance between this point AB you can find out using this formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, or you can you can also write it as x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Okay, they will provide the same answer. Is it clear? There is a derivation for the distance formula, but we're not going to study the derivation as there is no need of the derivation. Okay. One more condition there in the distance formula. If one of the point lies at origin, like if suppose the point A lies at origin, so the coordinates of A is 0, 0 and the coordinates of B are x, y. Now by applying the formula, applying the distance formula, AB is equals to under root x square plus y square. Okay, so if you have to find the distance between 2 points and one point lies at origin, then the formula is under root x square plus y square. Okay, so we are solving here some examples, like if find distance between 2 comma 3 and minus 1 comma 4. Okay, so draw a line here. First coordinate is 2 comma 3, the other one is minus 1 comma 4. This is P, this is Q. So you have to find the distance between P, Q. Okay, so the distance formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, here this is the x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. Now by putting this value in the formula, you'll get x2 is minus 1 minus x1 is 2 whole square plus y2 is 4 minus y1 is 3 whole square. So finally you'll get minus 1 or minus 2 is minus 3 square plus 4 minus 3 is 1 square. So minus 3 square is 9, 1 square is 1. So finally your answer is under root 10 units. Okay, as it is a distance, therefore it is always positive. Okay, as you know, as you all know that the distance is always positive. Okay, because under root 10 में भी पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव, यहाँ पे प्लस साइन माइनस साइन दोनों आ सकते हैं ना, बट बिकॉज दिस इज डिस्टेंस, देयरफॉर there is always positive sign. Clear? Now one more example we are taking here. If find the distance between the points 0, 0 and 8, 6. Okay, so what you will get, AB is equals to under root 8 minus 0 whole square, or directly you can write is right here, that is 8 square plus 6 square. Okay, so you'll get 8 square is 64 and 6 square is 36, that is under root 100. So under root 100 is plus minus 10. Okay, but as you know that this is the distance, so distance is always positive, so answer is 10 units. After this, what you have to 2. There are several questions related to the collinear property. Okay, so what is the collinear property? If more than 2 points lie on a line, then it is known as collinear. Then points are known as collinear points. Okay, if more than 2, क्योंकि एक लाइन बनाने के लिए 2 points आपको needed है एटलीस्ट, है ना? To draw a line, at least 2 points are needed. So if more than 2 points lies on a line, then these points are known as collinear points. Okay, so we will discuss about here. We will discuss here about 3 or 4 points maximum. Okay, so just about 3 points. These points are collinear or not. So if they are collinear, then they satisfy the condition. The condition is that A, B, C, that AC is equals to AB plus BC. Okay, as you all aware about that, in 7.1 you can only apply the distance formula. Okay, so distance formula provides you the distance between these two coordinates. Okay, distance formula provides you the distance between these two coordinates, coordinate A and coordinate B. Okay, so you are clearly visible that the distance from A to C is equals to the distance from AB, then the distance of BC. Okay, so if 3 points follows this rule, then they are collinear, otherwise they are not. And the somewhat points are changed, so the rule is extended form of the rule is longest distance is equals to sum of other two distances. Okay, longest distance equals to sum of other two distances. This is the formula, actual formula. Okay, now next one is triangle. Okay, so there are several triangles and one of them is equilateral triangle, second one is isosceles triangle, third one is right angle triangle, fourth one is isosceles right angle triangle, and fifth one is scalene triangle. So these are the types of triangles, and you can identify each and every one on the basis of distance. Okay, because you can find the distance only in this exercise. Okay, no angle is there. So equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. Okay, if there are 3 points given in a question to you and the examiner asks you that check whether this is the coordinates of the options are equilateral, isosceles, or right angle triangle, and none of this. So you have to find the distance between all of these points. Okay, you have to apply distance formula 3 times. Like you have to find the distance between AB, then BC, then CA. If all the distance are equal, then this forms a equilateral triangle. And if two distances are equal, है ना, two sides are equal, then this is the isosceles. And if it follows PGT, okay, if it follows the distance of sides, पहले आपको sides की distance निकालनी है, then check करना है आपको क्या longest square equals to sum of other square of other two. Okay, P square plus B square. If it follows PGT, then it is a right angle triangle. And isosceles right angle triangle means two sides are equal, plus it also follows PGT. PGT is applicable. Then this is known as the isosceles right angle triangle. And scalene triangle, that is all sides are of different measure. Okay, all sides are of different measure.